Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the SL24 podcast. I'm your host, Elena, and this week's episode's a little bit different because we're going to be interviewing two St. Mark's basketball players before the SL Classic. So today we have...
My name's Madiella Keefer. I'm a senior at St. Mark's High School.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
So I play basketball at St. Mark's. I've played there for all 4 years. I also run track, and I'm in the National Honor Society.
What kind of pressures do you feel as a female student athlete?
As a female student athlete, I feel pressures to perform really well, and I want to make people want to come and watch girls' basketball games. So I feel pressure to get our name out there and want to have people come and watch us.
Why do you feel that pressure?
I feel that because as a female student athlete, it bothers me to see like a whole student section for a guys game and just maybe one or two students for the girls. One of my dreams as I was a kid, I've always been frustrated about like even going up to the big leagues, like the pay differences between the boys and the girls game. It's always been a frustrating thing, and I think it's always been one of my goals in life is to try and break that difference. And even if I can't get 100 people of a difference, like just maybe starting little and just getting our name out there, showing that we really are something. We are a team that can be come and watched, and that it's an enjoyable thing to watch.
What do you want more people to understand about female student athletes beyond just performance?
I want them to understand that we also, like, we work as hard. I know we're not as flashy as the guys. We're not up there dunking, but, like, we work really hard, too. We practice hard. We play hard. And
do you have any advice for, like, younger female student athletes?
I think my biggest piece of advice is just to remember where you came from, and if it gets harder later down the road, just remember who you're doing it for, what you're doing it for, and why you love it.
How does your basketball team specifically at St. Mark's talk about mental health, and how open are you and your teammates about talking about it?
Me and my team, we're all there for each other. We make sure that we all know that we're there to pick each other up, and if somebody's having a hard day, we make sure that, like, say, hey, you can come and talk to us. Our coaches are also super great about having those resources for us, like Sean's room, and if we need to have a one-on-one meeting with them, or we need to tell them, like, hey, I'm not having a great day, or I'm super down in the dumps, like, they're very understanding. We make sure that we're all there for each other as one big group.
Yeah. And you touched a little bit about Sean's room. How does having a Sean's room at your school improve the culture about mental health?
I think it provides a space for people, and it makes it, like, almost like a judgment-free. It's not like, oh, if you go to Sean's room, like, that's weird. Like, why are you going there? I think it's, like, it's just a really easy space for somebody to go and be, even if you just need to sit and color for 5 minutes because you just need a break. It provides a really good space. I know I've been in there. I've used it when I just need a second, and I think it's really great to have that as a student during the school day because it can get stressful, especially as a student athlete.
What does the playing in the Classic mean to you?
It means so much to me to be able to play in a tournament as big as that for such an amazing cause. I love being able to promote it and just be in that atmosphere, having everybody cheering us on, listening to the speeches, and seeing the impact that this organization is truly making.
How do you plan on transitioning everything you learned about mental health in high school in your journey to college?
So, obviously, I can't bring a whole Sean's room to college, but I do plan on keeping my energy and making sure that I'm there for other people and bringing in an energy where I make sure that this next team that I go into is all there for each other. Yes, I'm going in as a freshman, but that doesn't mean I can't speak up and say, I just want to make sure we're all here for each other no matter what, whether we take a win or we take a loss or coach is really pushing on us. Like, just make sure that we really are all there for each other. If that means I see somebody's having a bad day, I just go and continue doing what I'm doing here, just picking them up and be like, hey, it's all right. Like, we're good.
So we talked about how you want to play in college. What was your recruiting process like?
So the recruiting process for me was a very stressful thing. Going into my junior year, it didn't have very much interest. I had still been emailing schools like I had been for the past couple years, but I wasn't getting the interest that I was looking for, really. I had a couple schools, and then I ended up getting ghosted, and it's hard. It brings you super down on yourself, down in your mental health. But then I think there were doors open for me that needed to be opened. I ended up getting interest in places that looked good for me and fit where I wanted to be, and obviously I ended up committing and to a place that feels like home, and it's a very exciting thing. So it's hard, but I think learning to overcome and push through, even though you may get ghosted, that door closed for a reason. There was another one that's going to open.
So, how did being ghosted by some college coaches affect your love for the game and how you see yourself?
It had a huge effect on me. I think it made me see myself as not enough or not worthy, and it made me feel like I'm not good enough. Like, what if I can't do this? If this coach can't stay interested in me, how am I going to get another coach to want me? It was hard. It really did take an effect on me and my mental health. But I think just remembering, like I say out loud, like little Madiella, just wanting to do it for her and stick through it, even though it gets tough.
How will you handle the pressures of being a college athlete?
I think I'm gonna try and rely on the upperclassmen and see how they kind of went through things. I'm sure I'll go and make friends on the team and hear advice from them. But also, no, my coach, when I met him, he's a great person. And so I think relying on him a little bit to help me through the pressures, but just I think kind of helping rely on the people around me and
Yeah.
also just learning to grow. It can be hard, but I think growth is a good thing.
So, lastly, I want you to finish a statement. I am more than an athlete. I am.
I'm more than an athlete. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'll make mistakes in a game. I'll airball a shot. I'll turn the ball over. But it's important that I pick myself back up and I realize that everybody makes mistakes no matter the level you're at. And you just got to move on and do the next thing. Try and, do it better the next time. And just mistakes happen. And it's okay. It's part of being a human, part of being an athlete. It's part of growth.
Yeah, that is really important. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.